Today's video, we mount a new wall garage TV for the low sum of 200 bucks from Best Buy. In all seriousness, it's really helpful have a garage TV because you can like connect an Apple TV to it, hidden around in somewhere here. You can apply a super duper awesome cable management thing. You can put your shoes up like this, and while you're working on your car, you can watch TV, listen to yoga music to chill out. If you're particularly working on a particularly difficult bolt, you can watch instructional videos by yours truly. And if you have AirPlay, you can stream music to all the locations in your house for house parties and stuff. The mount's already here, as you can see. I'll be sure to link that as well. It's been super rock sturdy and super reliable. Highly recommend this, although this pops out all the time. So if you buy these, note that these can pop out on their own. You'll have to super glue them at some point. Toolboxes are coming in, so stay tuned for the video. Let me know if you have any setup questions. The Home Depot racks are super awesome. They're made in America, super sturdy. And all these tools, all the small stuff, is gonna go into these tool sheds here. The Westinghouse 50-inch TV is surprisingly light, so I'm just dragging it over and opening it. Westinghouse conveniently labels the front of the display panel, so that'll be easy. We'll just put it on its front, get those brackets in, and get mounting. So I was surprised by how light this television ended up being. The hardest part was getting the plastic bag off once I actually had removed it because I was alone and trying to step on this bag. I don't know if you saw me almost fall. That was something else. It's crazy how light this TV is. I remember I have a 46-inch from 2009. That thing weighs like 60, 70 pounds. This thing was super light. The hardest part was stepping on the plastic to get it off. I'm not super strong, I'm not that weak. It was no problem for one man to take this out of its box. In the next part, I'm just playing around with getting the existing wall mount for the TV to align with the TV and get it at the proper height. I liked how close the screw holes were on the Westinghouse. Just pop in the small bolts. This TV does have a large gap between the plastic panel and the body, so you need longer bolts. Boom. And next, we're gonna connect the power cable, connect the HDMI so we don't have to worry about connecting the stuff to the back. By connecting all the cables prior to putting it on the wall, you can save yourself a lot of hassle. This video is not intended as a TV commercial. With that being said, I love this thing. It's super light. In the video, it's hard to tell, but the side profile is beautiful. It's super lightweight, and with the mount, have I mentioned that the TV is light? The screws are in the center, so you can slide it a lot to the left and a lot to the right. So we'll see, we'll plug it in, and now we'll check out the video quality. Westinghouse. I've never had a Westinghouse TV before. Okay, not bad. No defects on the panel. Brightness checks out, so you can't really tell. In the 4K YouTube video, you can't really tell, but the quality is pretty good of the pixels. From here, pretty smooth picture. It's pretty cool because the remote also comes with a little Westinghouse label on it. I promise it's not a TV commercial. And I guess I'll talk a little bit about the inputs on the TV a bit more. There is a main port that has an ARC channel. That's an audio return channel to let like devices, like you would connect, I think, a sound bar there or something that connects a sound bar. One of those two. Then you have a good amount, I think, for HDMI ports. You have optical sound, which is useful if you have like a fancy sound bar. And you also have Ethernet. So it has all the smart TV stuff. So if you prefer wired internet, like a lot of people do, you can do that. Here's me not setting up the TV for internet since it's actually going to be exclusively controlled by the Apple TV, which has cool features. I actually got the Apple TV on Black Friday sale. So you get one of those gift cards when you buy the Apple TV, and I thought that was pretty cool. So the main HDMI and USB connections are on the side of the TV, and you also get composite LAN headphones. Headphones is a good one to have on the TV. And a little trick I'm going to do, so I'm going to plug this in on the top. Place the Apple TV behind, which is really healthy for the device, using the power cord to gently drop it down until it lands on something. Then we just take the power cord, plug it in. The Apple TV is resting gently on the mount. The one thing I love about Roku is that you can by default set it to default to your first HDMI input. So even if you have all that smart TV stuff built in by default, you can have it always open the Apple TV. So At least the panel is resilient, that's good. That's probably not good. Let's not touch our TV. Why does the internet like peeling videos? Can somebody tell me in the comments? And now the next time you're working on your car, you can listen to Zen music, you can watch your favorite YouTuber, yours truly, you can watch instructional videos, or you can just play music, airplay wide, house wide. Promise this video is not an ad, I'm just trying to do good at vlogging. These things are pretty nifty and cool, the cable management ties. I'm gonna add an outlet power socket splitter thingy here. Basically you're gonna route the cables through here, put on a little cover. These are attached with either screws or sticky adhesives, and you're done. One of my favorite accessories for hiding cables on walls is this cable concealer. And this is what the end result looks like. Looking at the settings, it does support 4K HDR, and it also supports 420, not 422. I'm gonna use the iPhone set on the screen like this to actually calibrate it. It's a pretty cool feature. I'll link that in the description too, because I haven't actually calibrated. So you go into that on the settings. Again, if you go to settings, and then just under video and audio, if you scroll down, it's going to be under color balance. You put your phone up to the screen, it changes colors. Obviously I can't do that because I'm using the iPhone to film, but then it's gonna calibrate your TV for you. I think that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in. Again, really handy thing to have. Let me know if you have any comments or questions below. But otherwise, if you're looking for a trim solution, I'll link everything in the description below. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have a great day, as always.